Hey, how's it going, y'all? Going live with you guys from the truck here this morning. I guess it's getting pretty close to afternoon, but I just wanted to check in with everybody. I know I haven't been live in a couple weeks. I think since the event at Ruth Eckerd Hall, but nothing funky going on my end. Just really busy with work. I think I had mentioned in one of my other lives a few weeks ago that there were layoffs in the tech industry back in February. It's something that kind of happens every February, and not a lot of people know that. If the tech companies keep their layoffs, I think it's like under 2,000 people. They don't have to announce it to the investors or to Wall Street. So it happens a lot of times under the radar. Well, there were a few companies that had some big layoffs back in February. You can, find that stuff in the news. But I was fortunate enough to not meet the axe. And as a result of that, a lot of people did get let go, and there was fallout from it. So I've been keeping up with that at work, taking on some extra accounts. Aside from that, I do have some family trips coming up that I've been working towards, so I'm excited to get into those too. And we do have a lot of fun stuff happening this weekend here in Clearwater. So I just wanted to, get on here and give you guys a quick update. I have been behind the scenes hanging out with Ron and Clearwater George quite a bit lately. So we've got some cool stuff coming up. It's really amazing to see these kind of plans come together where people from so many different places are able to come together. And I think that's one of the best parts of this community is building connections and real friendships. And, thinking about all the people who could come out of Scientology and what they have waiting for them when they get here. So really excited for everybody to come and have a good time. I know that that's paramount for everybody here that's local. Just making sure that Natalie and My Tony and Kelly Copter and Liz Gale and everybody who's traveling from afar are able to really enjoy themselves. Obviously, there'll be some good content coming for you guys, and also I think even when Natalie and Ron talked about it, there'll be some phone-free time as well, where everybody can just kind of bond and enjoy Clearwater, Florida. So there is a lot more here to see than Scientology. And we want to show that as well. There will be a meetup on Saturday. So I think everybody who's, even remotely close, if you have the ability to make it out to downtown Clearwater on Saturday night to Nash Keys, please come meet us and make some memories with us as well. Like I said, this isn't going to be a super long video. I'm doing some errand running this morning and getting prepared for everybody to come into town. So again, thanks to all my supporters and everybody who's stuck with the channel, even through my less frequent posting times. Lots more videos to come. I've been talking to George and Ron about some of the content that we want to put together. I want to do some of the original things that I was planning on, the IT career pathing for folks that are coming out of the cult. I think it is a huge overlap with the way that self-study kind of happens inside of the cult. And that's where I've had the biggest success in my career. And I know I'm talking about this on the heels of talking about layoffs in the tech industry, but that kind of can happen at any time. And I think the specific side that I'm in, the pre-sales side, is a lesser known to the public area of IT. And I want to, do some content surrounding that, and just, the ways that I think it overlaps with, coursework, and people will be very used to that. So, maybe there'll be some videos coming up with that. So stay tuned there. And like I said, some great content coming this weekend. And let me see if I can, I'm at a red light here, look at a little bit of the live. I know that you'll have a great time this week. I'm looking forward to watching all the videos. Thank you, Teresa Wiley. I'm really excited. It's a great, like I said, it's great to kind of just get away from the norm, and you get to meet everybody that you build these parasocial relationships with online, right? That was kind of one of the funky things when I started going live is, my first live was, a few months ago now, when Reese came to town and Tommy was here, and that was the first time I met any of those people, and you feel like you get to know them, you build these little, connections. I think, like I said, is parasocial relationships, and to see those connections become real friendships over the last few months, I think is proof that the community works. And I'm very excited, what's to come for the new foundation, the SPTV Foundation. I think it's a great concept. This is the community that, has been supporting and funding and building, new connections for people that lose what they've had for years prior in Scientology. So it makes a lot of sense to me, the way that they've kind of structured it. I think the board is fantastic. Everybody there has just got the best intentions, and I think that they're really there to help people get out of Scientology, um, irrespective of anything else that goes on with anyone's lives. They're there to help people get out of Scientology, and I love that. Um, I know that they announced George has a lot of experience, so I was really excited to see him get put onto the foundation. He's an incredible human being, just like Aaron. Who you guys see on the camera is who they actually are, and I can't wait for anybody who can make it out Saturday to meet them. I think that you'll feel the same way. So um, I think I probably need to cut the live a little bit short. Yeah, the rain is starting to pick up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the mic. I do have some noise canceling turned on, but in an effort to pay attention, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little bit short here, guys. But thanks everybody who stopped by. I get one more red light here so I can kind of see here. Consider making a video for protesters on how to protect ourselves from devices. Yes. So I've thrown some little tidbits in there on how to be protected in the digital realm, but I haven't done a dedicated piece of content for it. I have discussed it with some people behind the scenes. I know for myself, I am pretty hardcore with my IT lockdown, and it's become such a normal habit for me that it's not obtrusive to the way that I use my devices. So there would be some changes that people would likely make if they were to follow the model that I have. And just to give a quick rundown, because I'm actually almost to where I'm going here. I use a hard token instead of two-factor authentication anywhere I can. For me, that's one of the biggest things. So, instead of receiving a text message with a verification code, a lot of sites, emails, and providers allow you to leverage a physical token that I keep on my body at all times with NFC, so I can just hold it up to my phone and authenticate rather than getting a two-factor authentication code. So I never have to worry about my phone number getting spoofed, my phone getting lost. And if my phone were to get lost, anything that's important to me is pretty locked down. I use a complex passcode instead of a 4-digit code, Face ID where I can. And those are, some of the main pieces. I do have a privacy screen shield on my phone. I don't worry about that quite as much, but it is, nice to have. And as far as, my home IT setup, it's a little bit complicated because of my work. But, there's some basic things that you can do there too. Just, complex passcodes again, using a password manager. I use LastPass. It's, vendor agnostic, so I can have it on my Android device, my Mac, my Google Chrome browser extension. So I allow it to create complex passcodes for me. And I, make sure not to reuse anything that I can. I know that's kind of like the from the fire hose version, but yeah, I will make a dedicated piece of content with some, slide work or presentation to break it down, chapter breaks. Just haven't had the time yet. I'll say that I was focused on one account at work. They added 2 more that are pretty big accounts, and they've been taking up a lot of space, but I'm finally getting into a little bit of a cruising mode. So like I said, lots more content to come, and I am just about at my first stop here. So thanks again, guys, for stopping by. I'm really excited again for this weekend. I know I'm a broken record with that, but I'm just elated to see everybody come together and have a great time. So stay tuned. I'll post any details that I can as they become available on my community tab, and be on the lookout for lives. I'll try to schedule everything where I can to give a little bit of notice, but I know that the trip isn't really everybody coming into town. People are coming at different times, and there's not any hardened plans other than the meetup right now. So just stay tuned. You'll be getting notifications from somebody. Enable them if you haven't already. And one thing to keep in mind that I don't hear mentioned a lot, when you enable your notifications, I think that it does them as personalized. If you go in and hit the little caret, the down arrow, and change them to all, you have a better chance of getting your notifications. So that's something worth checking to see if, if you're not getting notifications. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you all soon, and stay tuned. Peace.